It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping.
I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning. Ben must have put it up there for a reason. Probably as a reminder that I'm not capable of doing anything right without his help. Ouch! Oh, damn. This is going to blister. Why do I have to be so clumsy? Small flame of hope. For what noble cause do you fight so courageously? And yet, eventually, finally, terminally, even you will extinguish. Ben told me this kind of candle burns indefinitely. I'll say it's just pretending. What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannonball act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there? A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real. That's no use. The handle is broken off. Our old stove. The handle is broken off. In order to light a fire, it has to be opened first. Too bad the handle is broken off. I can't reach it. That's too bad. I can't reach it. That's too... Aha! Ah! Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked. The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not touching it. I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods. There's only that stupid note in there. And made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. Ah, what the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere. I'm sure Ben only hit the key to tease me. Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
Sadwick! You awake? Come here at once! The day's already wasting away.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot! Don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You'd better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We'll get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
No, you shouldn't let Spot eat so much grass. He already has a rather unhealthy complexion.
Like you, Grandpa?
He'll start to gather moss.
Yeah, like you, Grandpa. All right, Spot. Time to have a drink. There you go. In this condition, Spot would make terrific bait. Too bad the trap is much too small for him. Spot doesn't need a costume. I once had shown him a cape for the Burning Hoop act. It ended in a near tragedy. Since then, we've been performing without a tent. He's had enough already.
Can you tell me what's wrong with Spot?
I gave him something to drink, like you said.
I hope you didn't give him the water from the laundry tub. Heavens, Sadwick! It's full of starch.
Who cares? Spot seems to be all right.
You shouldn't let Spot have too much to drink. He'll get bladder trouble.
Like you, Grandpa?
He already looks rather bloated.
Yeah, like you, Grandpa. Bruno and Spot get along quite well. Bruno won't eat Spot for dessert, and Spot stopped biting Bruno's toenails. In this condition, Spot would make too bad. It's still a long time until Spot needs to be buried. He's much tougher than my previous pets. Spot doesn't need a costume. I once had shown him a cape for the Burning Hoop act. It ended in a near tragedy. Since then, we've been performing without a tent. Spot doesn't need a costume. I once had shown him a cape for the Burning. It ended since. I hope to teach Spot how to open doors, but he just can't reach the handle. Grandpa only locks his trailer when he bakes moon hair cake. We don't know why. It's probably...
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
Not right now. This chair's rocking days are long over. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest. I taught Spot to open doors with this stove. Too bad the handle has broken off. He used to be really good at it. Spot is not afraid of flames. He's hardly afraid of anything. I think he lacks the imagination. Spot doesn't need a costume. I once had shown him it ended in a near tragedy. Since then, we've been performing without a tent. Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to protect me? Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? That's my brother Ben. I'll never be able to juggle as good as him. And he keeps telling me that. Over and over again. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. Hey, Grandpa, do we have some bait for the fire dragon trap?
Yes, I'm afraid not. I used the last Nawahi eggs for an omelette.
The trap is empty, and that's how fire trap needless to... In this condition, Spot would make terrific bait. Too bad the Unfortunately, Ben is right. Spot really was just thirsty. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest. That's what Bruno is for. Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. Grandpa, can I go into your trailer?
Of course, my boy. You want to take a little petroleum soup, don't you? Who would take offense at that?
Maybe my Grandpa only locks his trailer when he bakes moon hair. We don't know why. It's probably got some... Ouch! Hot. Spot is not going... No matter how much Grandpa keeps bugging me. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook. But Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer. It's a sign. I mean, Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Unreachable, like so many things. Unreachable, like beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish eye candy. The blood of earthworms. The bottle is almost empty again. More recipes. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us. Grandpa has always had a soft spot for animals. That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. Ben once thought that'd be a good idea too. He couldn't juggle for 2 weeks. I was so proud of Spot. That's Grandpa. The last two were eaten, and it's only... Do you need your dentures, Grandpa?
No, not really. We're having soup today. They'd just be in the way.
Are those by any chance Grandpa's dentures? Put them back immediately. Or do you just want to eat soup for the rest of your life?
Grandpa uses the shovel to dig ingredients from the compost heap. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Spot doesn't need a handkerchief. He doesn't have a nose. I don't really want to know if that... I'd better not be. Maybe I'll need it later. Grandpa's dentures, but he'd better... Ugh, let's hope... But I still find hairs in my soup anyway. Is that really necessary? Isn't his very existence embarrassing enough? It's not winter. It's nice. I'd love to, but I can't reach it. I'm just too small. One day, I'll end up being a bitter... I'll teach Spot... Spot doesn't need a hair, and he... I just made it... If I... It's not... It's small...
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more. I shouldn't get my... I don't want to die of an infected bladder. That's wet already. Ugh.
Keep your hands off the laundry.
To blow Bruno's nose would be a lifetime effort. Bruno! What a shame, he's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me. That's not suitable for attracting fire dragons. Grandpa always uses Noai eggs as bait. That's not suitable for attracting fire dragons. Grandpa always... That's not suitable. Grandpa... That's what Bruno is for. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. Not right now.
Keep your hands off the... You'll only...
I'd better not bear. Maybe I'll need... I'd better find... We're supposed to brush teeth 3 times a day, but no one said whose teeth. It's still a long time until Spot needs to be much tougher. Unfortunately, Ben is right. Spot really was just thirsty.
Are you collecting useless junk again? Oh, stop bothering me with it. You can see that I have my hands full. Is that Grandpa's hairnet? Jeez, what do you want to do with that?
Don't know. Maybe I'll grow a beard.
With your baby face? Are you collecting useless stuff? You can see...
I better not show that to him. He hates it when I go through his things. Do you need a hairnet, Grandpa?
Only when I'm cooking, sleeping, or bathing. In other words, just when my hair needs to stay dry.
Can I borrow your handkerchief, Grandpa?
Of course, my boy. When I was young, I always...
I'd better not show it to him. Grandpa gets really mad when somebody pulls the corks from his bottles. Like on the day when I opened a bottle labeled spirits, I should have known it didn't refer to the alcohol. I can't reach it. Ben doesn't like me to wear his hats. He says they always sag so pitifully. I wonder if I could... That's just... I'm quite... I wonder... That's... I shouldn't burn things at random just because I'm desperate. That's how I lost my ant wrench. There's no hairnet that goes anyway. For Rave. Grandpa used to drive, said it gave, but that was before. No, he's up his push. There's more digging. If only my arm was long and thinner, and it had 2 more elbows, then I could reach in and open the stove from the inside. I shouldn't cram things into the stovepipe at random. Last time, months later, I shouldn't cram last month. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take... I used to let Spot... He grew... I remember we needed a... Spot doesn't need... I once had it ended since...
Where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry. What the...
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
What the...
Yeah.
Every time Grandpa uses wine for cooking... Hey, Grandpa! Who gave you all these recipes?
That's a secret, my boy. But one thing I can tell you. They're very valuable, so don't get them mixed up. I had to promise the swamp troll.
Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Grandpa's cooking is inspired more by enthusiasm than by real talent. Maybe we should spare him the trouble and just eat the cookbook. It would save time and effort. I'd rather not. The blood of the earthworms has to last throughout the winter. Last time, we had to replenish our supply. There was snow on the ground. It was hell. Grandpa says, once you've gotten used to them, they're really tasty. What he doesn't say is how long it takes to get used to them. Raw? Oh. Grandpa's cooking is inspired more. Maybe I wish I would say. I'm not putting those in my mouth. They're neither my size nor my taste. Yeah, yummy. Can there be anything better? I can't open bottles with my teeth since Ben put. I'd love to, but I'm just. Well, thank you for. Come on, Spot. I want to get out. Let's take. Not right now.
Keep your hands off the... You'll only...
Can I take some of the laundry?
Why not have a guess?
My guess is no.
Bravo! You guessed right. And now get back to work again.
That's what Bruno is for. When will I get my own trailer?
Oh, that's a good one. You should be pleased you don't have to share a toothbrush with Grandpa anymore.
What the?
That's getting more and more fun each time. That's getting...
You'll need more than a handkerchief to clean the trailer. A good reason, for example. When I was 4, Grandpa explained the concept of traveling circus to me. That's when I stopped burying things under the trailer.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today. Don't mess unlike...
Not right now. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. Not right now. That's my brother Ben. Oh, never. And he... Can I try?
You want to juggle? Ha! You'd drop your nose if it wasn't attached to your face. Juggling is something for men of action, not for brooding types like you.
What the?
That's getting...
What the?
That's getting more and more fun each time. That's good.
What the?
That's getting...
He's had enough already. He's had enough. Spot, I once hate ended since. Spot, I once hate since. Spot, I once since.
You shouldn't let Spot have too much to drink. He'll get bladder trouble.
Like you, Grandpa?
He already looks rather bloated.
Yeah, like you, Grandpa. That's what Bruno is for. That's what Spot, no matter. There are some juicy I'd better not. No, Spot, there's nothing to see here. There are some juicy recipes with worms in here, too. I'd better not let Spot. No, Spot. How about it, Spot? Care for some earthworm blood? I understand. Satisfied already, aren't you? Not even Spot likes Grandpa's eye candy, and he'll eat almost anything. Caterpillars are way better pets. Toads can hardly hold anything. Spot is no matter how... There are some juice. I'd better not let no, Spot. Cooking is one of Grandpa. Not that I didn't. It's a I mean. Cooking is one. Not that I did. It's a I mean. I've already given Spot something to drink. Cooking is not that I did. It's a I mean. I'd rather not ask Grandpa if he'll help me with my chores. He's likely to comply, and I'd really feel even worse then, provided that's even possible.
Have you carried out all your chores yet?
No.
Oh, why doesn't that surprise me?
Because chores are so stupid?
Oh, you want more intelligent chores. Do you think you'd accomplish more then? Or would you want to play them at chess? For the last time, carry out your chores.
It's not on my That's not Grandpa. 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 It's not. I just made. If I. It's not. It's. I'd better find an. Grandpa. Well, that's not very. Yeah, can that be. Grandpa's dead, but he'd better. Let's hope. I'd bet maybe. No, he is. It's extra. Every. I'm going. It's not. I'd bet maybe we're supposed to know. I might be, but I'm go. What's a...
Let's get it.
I shouldn't get my... I don't want to... That's wet. Ugh. I shouldn't... I don't... I shouldn't... I don't... Grandpa's denture, but he'd... Ugh. Let's hope... Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare.
Keep your hand. You'll own.
He's had enough of... Spot doesn't need it. I once said it ended in a sense...
You'll get blood.
Like...
You're ready.
Yeah.
Keep your. You'll own. Keep your. You'll own.
Can I take some of the laundry?
Why not have a guess?
My guess is... no.
Bravo! You guessed right. And now get back to work again.
This costume won't come any cleaner.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. Not right now. Hey, Grandpa, do we have some bait for the...
Yes, I'm afraid not. I used the last Nawahi eggs for an omelette.
The fire dragon trap is Grandpa... He's had a spot. I once it ended since. Ben?
Yes?
Did you put that note up here?
Yeah, I wrote down the instructions for your human cannonball act.
My human cannonball act?
Sure. You must be able to do something useful, right? And Grandpa is getting too old for that kind of thing.
Ben must have put it up there for a reason. Probably as a reminder that I'm not capable of doing anything right without his help. This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Hello? Are you really dead? Or are you just taking a nap? You can't be sure enough for this kind of thing. The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not touching it. I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods. The rug may look... I don't... This rug reminds... No matter you can still... Hello? Are you really... Or are you... You can't be... I'd better not... I find it... I haven't... I get you... I need some... I'd better... No, his pot... Even though it looks... No. I would have gone for... I shouldn't burn... That's how I'd better not... I shouldn't burn... That's...
Are you collecting useless junk again? Oh, stop bothering me with it. You can see that I have my hands full.
I shouldn't get my... I don't want to...
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only...
Oh, thank you. I don't need a back scratcher. Since that unfortunate accident in the bouncy castle, my back has been made of wood, you know.
That's not suitable for attracting fire dragons. Grandpa always uses Noai eggs as bait. What the...
That's getting more and more fun each time.
Oh, thank you. I don't need a back scratcher. Since that unfortunate accident in the bouncy castle, my back has been made of wood, you know.
Only these thin boards. It's a miracle that only these Bruno's claws could use a magic. It's a shame. After Bruno slipped, I don't want. Yeah, too bad. After I don't want. I don't want. I love. Well, thank you for. I'd better not. I'm going. We're supposed to know. It's next. It's. Haven't I? After Bruno slayed the bear, we had to eat bear soup for a whole month. I don't want to think about what would have happened if the bear had won.
Have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Ben, I have.
Well, then you can start practicing your human cannonball act. Have you given Spot some...
Yes, Ben.
Well... Are you close? You can see that... Are you collecting... You can... Is that Grandpa's hairnet?
Don't know.
With you... Can you tell me what you intend to do with that shovel? If you want to do something useful, tend to the chores I've given you.
The rug may look fluffy, but I don't want to I'm not giving. It didn't do it. Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to protect me? Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? Spot, he's hard, I think. I taught Spot. Too bad that he used to be. Grandpa used to draw said it like that. That's no No, Chan has and he's if I could Spot doesn't need a costume. I once hate and since I shouldn't cram thing last time months later. We're supposed to brush teeth 3 times a day, but no one said whose teeth. The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not touching it. I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods. Hello? Or are you just taking a nap? You can't be sure enough for this kind of thing. I used to let Spot sleep in the door, but he grew too big. I remember it very well. We needed a crowbar. That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. You think you can do that? All right, go for it. That was not too bad. Do you have any... I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. No, that's not a menu. Set the clock. What the...
That's good.
When I was 4, Grandpa explained that's when I stopped What the...
That's good.
Grandpa has traveled a good deal. He has collected recipes from the most remote places on Earth. Memo to myself. Carry enough supplies if you plan a trip around the world. Though thinking out of the box may be a good idea, and talking into a box seems rather stupid. Now it's empty. Now... Why not? Grandpa's burglars steal. Well, that's not very... Grandpa only there... Ah! Ah! I'm... No, shut the clown. No, shut the... No, shut... I'm... Oh, thank you. I'd love to, but I'm just... Oh, thank you for... Yeah, too bad I... That's not suitable for attracting fire dragons. Grandpa always uses Noai eggs as bait. Look here, Spot. We can finally leave this place. Look here, Spot. We have Ben's map. We can finally leave this place. What the?
That's getting more and more fun each time.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
How about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but... I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet. Okay. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey! Don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. Is there anything I can do?
Didn't I tell you? Over and over. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said. Where can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
What?
That's getting... Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, Your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my baubles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a veil of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. But be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer. Under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Ah, yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
You know what? I'll just look it up.
Yes, couldn't I, but some...
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. The compass needle points north. There are caterpillars there that grow 6 feet long. The compass... It's all... The compass... It's a... The compass... Where...
Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here. I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today. No thanks. I have a craving for other things, like a useful occupation, for example, or respect. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. I'd rather not shake hands with him. I don't want to catch warts. A stranger. Hello.
Ah! Oh, thank heaven, you're not an Askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, we're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askew spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askew. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh, yes. I am a Chusky. you know? And you are?
I'm Sedgwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are brave heroes and...
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. Chusky are skilled trackers.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about where to go. That's all.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say?
In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chasky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey! Take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, wow.
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chasky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
I'm just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well, never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chasky, are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate, and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
Can't we just skip the fish part?
No, Sadwick. I'm afraid not. I need to see what you're capable of before I can let you in on the path of the Chasky.
The path of the Chusky. Good grief.
I see great potential in you, but the mission is too important. I need to be sure that you have what it takes.
Whatever. Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah! Of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
I can't make it.
You can't give up just like that. A Chasky never gives up, Sadwick.
I'm not a Chusky.
And you will never be if you keep acting like that. Here's some advice. If you're having problems, just ask yourself, what would Bobby do?
Shit about doing nothing.
Obviously, you still have a lot to learn.
I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Askill?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
Look, about this test.
You're still not finished? My stomach is about to collapse.
I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am a Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
Do you think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming, and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me, That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
See you later.
Later.
This is my pet Spot, by the way.
Is he poisonous?
No, but he can get quite venomous when you tease him.
No danger there. Chasky are good friends with all animals. Wah!
He's had enough already. I don't think anyone will see me if I wave. I don't think anyone will hear me if I call out. The island seems to be inhabited, but it's too far away to swim there.